Hey, what do you know? We got a decent-sized crowd coming into this side of the park. And it's all thanks to the addition we added to the monorail a couple episodes ago. But I've got another transportation ride to look out for.
Keeping me all night, all night.
Hiya, Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Last time we were here, we actually did not complete this monorail. We actually went all the way over here in the front of this park and built two spinning coasters, a Wild Mouse and just a general old spinning coaster, and made ourselves a convenient little resort side area for our guests. This hotel over here, which actually is getting popular. I didn't even expect that. And then all the way over here, around this part, we've built ourselves our restaurant. I wasn't the best at building, so I just chose the basic models, but I'm pretty sure there's bound to be someone out there on YouTube that has built their own, so there you go, folks, there you go. Now for today's episode, I'd like to tackle the one thing that has been on my mind since 2 episodes ago when I brought the monorail over here and built this Oblivion coaster. And that was the tram system. Yes, since I've had the idea of building this tram system, I've decided I wanted to try something a little bit different with it. I want to try and build it in a sense that it goes from this side of the back end to the other side of the back end. But not only that, because we also built that hotel, I wanted to make sure that we carry guests from the hotel as well. Carry guests from that end of the park all the way over to the other end without having to worry about all that walking. So how do we solve that? Simple. We're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Just with a simple bit of tracked system. And how am I going to do this? I'm going to do transport ride, and I actually experimented with this off camera, and surprisingly I found a couple of things about it that might work out in our favor. So let's do the light rail. There we go. So yeah, let's do this light rail, and we're gonna build it all the way up here. Gonna have it at the top just because it makes sense to go that far. I think it would also make a little bit more sense if I actually flattened the terrain a little bit just to make it a little more sweet. But let me do that real quick while I'm here. I'm gonna flatten to this surface. Is it? No, smooth. We want flattened to surface. There. Like this. That's what we want. Because what I want to end up doing in the end is I want to gather all of this up. Whoa. Did I just open up another tunnel that I didn't want to? Didn't want to do that, damn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to start pulling terrain up like this and around the tunnel that we just created. So that way we don't get to see that hole. I don't like seeing any holes, period. Of course we may have... No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay. So that works out. At least that rock is safe, where it's supposed to. Now, about the tram system itself. It's going to be a light rail, yes. It's going to reopen that. And my idea was, originally I wanted to start down here with all the other stuff, but I'm going to do it a different way and start from over here. Like, wait, what? The heck? Is it not? Ah, there we go. That's what we wanted. So then comes the other thing I want to focus on, and that is... Let's first bring this up a little bit so that it doesn't necessarily dig into the ground like that. Because it's going to make it go flat across the ground anyways. It's not like anything of that nature. Although, I don't need to have it go up. Yet. And have it extend a little bit like this. And this is why we have the light rail system in the first place. Dual sections. Because I was experimenting with this in a couple episodes ago, but I don't think you guys ever seen it. But what this is I can ultimately create 2 tracks together in the same area. And over on this end, I can create a track that goes immediately back to the station. I'd have to be careful with it, though, because I also need the space for the paths and whatnot. So, let's just create these and keep going with it. Luckily, we're going to be in a position where we don't have to bother with the boomerang. So I can just keep going like this, work my way through. It's a long system, yes, and it's going to be a work in progress. So then do I want to split here or no? Let's go ahead and keep going. Yeah, that's going to be a problem with the chain lift and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and work around that. Is that not going to work? No, that's not going to work. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down. No, not that way. This way. And then we can try again with the dual section. Still a small little tunnel to go with it, but I'm pretty sure we can try and work around that. In the end, though, we're gonna go back up afterwards. Back up to that 14 feet we promised, or at least... How far up was that? Do we just do 2 track pieces below? Yeah, I think that's what we went with. Let me just demolish this, actually, because I think this is where we want to start the climb up. Like this, like this, like this, and then back like this. And this is where we create the 3-lane hub. Then this is where we create our second, and this part over here is where we're going to split off and make our second station. Like that. So, we'll do the same thing over here, go like this. And then build the next station, which is going to be entry left, exit left as per usual. And then I'm going to continue like this. Well, that's too short. I want to go back to the 32.8 one I was starting with the whole time. So that was a 60-degree turn. I want to go back in 30 degrees. Or even better, this is where we're going to split off. Alright, so let's do this. We're gonna go past this, actually. And then have the merger over here. And then we'll start doing this again. Now here's where we're going to split off. Because now we're going to build the station. Again. Can I remove some of these trees or try to demolish them on my way through? Excuse me. Coming through. Oh. Here's what I could do. Hello? Move all of these over towards the hotel itself. I mean, it still works, right? But the sad part is some of these rocks are going to have to go. That should be fine. This one I can delete. Hold on. Split from building. Delete. Edit building with selected part. Split from building. Delete. Edit with selected part. Split from building. Delete. And finally, edit building with selected part. Split from building. Delete. There we go. Now we finish this track. At least it's starting me there. Alright, so we're going to do entry right, exit right, since that's the direction it's going. And then we're going to go back into our system. But instead of doing that system, I'm actually going to go ahead and put that autocomplete feature on. Because that brings it back to that track. Then what I can do is go back all the way over here, right? And then start making this section. Gonna autocomplete that. That's gonna connect all the way over there. Which works out in the end. And now this section. This section's meant to be the return from the hotel to the kiddie side of the park. This is where I'm going to make things a little more interesting. We're going to go back to the parallel tracks. I'm going to have to remove some tree. I'm going to have to remove a tree. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I didn't want to... Okay. Select... I want to select this instead. There we go. Edit track, there we go. We were starting there, yes. That's what we wanted. Now we do this. And then this is where I start the T-junction. Now I tackle this. Oh, but I'm gonna have to remove another tree. I didn't want that. There we go. That should be done. Edit track again. Do this. And then create the station. Entry right, exit right. I could always just extend the, I could always just do this. And then do an uneven set, or no. Probably not a good idea, question mark. Let's see about the station. Nope. Why am I doing that? Like this. There we go. This one a little bit longer, why not? Then we hit autocomplete, and then that's what it gives us. So now I'm going to do the thing here to bring this track back to place. Autocomplete this, which makes it parallel with that. We'll do another autocomplete on this end, which... Please tell me I have to build this myself. And then we autocomplete it like that. That lines up perfectly. Now we go all the way over here. And then this is where things get interesting. I'll go here, autocomplete this. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm worried about that. So I'm gonna cancel autocomplete. Then we do the thing with our own method. By me turning right, going the double over method. That is, 2 bridges in one place. Or, as we might say, give enough space for the path. Now, how long before that's good enough? And then we hit autocomplete, and that should be good. Usually autocomplete doesn't do well, but again, this is Planet Coaster, not Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, damn it. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 actually had a terrible autocomplete system where it was piece by piece rather than just the more advanced system that Planet Coaster usually does, so seeing autocomplete like this, it's much better. Just a little bit better, but if I can smartly use autocomplete in a way that it actually works, then it should be fine. So now, that's it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do these stations now. Entrance all the way over here. And then exit can go over here. And then entrance to path. This entrance. Durr. At least now it's given me enough space to go down. But is it enough space to... Oof. Thought just as much. Oh yeah, here, let me do this instead. How far before it starts building a tunnel? I don't think paths build a tunnel, do they? I know coasters do, but paths, that's another story in all in itself. Nope, they don't. I'm gonna have to do this. Like that. That should be the trick. There you go. That's that entrance done. We'll do the same thing with the exit, and then we'll be all Gucci for that station. Path. How big did I have it? 33 feet? Let's bring it down to the 13 feet for the exit. Like I always do. Bring it down like this. Now, I'm going to admit, throughout this series, I've enjoyed building this park. It's getting close to the very end, and I'm asking you guys now, because most of this stuff has been all me, so I'm now asking you guys, what would you like to see out of this park? And I'm still waiting on figuring out who I want to bring on for their end of I want to bring on but also I want to bring on someone to build a coaster themselves, and I have no idea how I'm going to prepare for that at all. So, if anything, I'm totally unprepared. Simple as that. Alright, that's that station done. So we go to station 32, which is basically this. I did not provide enough room for our queue paths, did I? It's either that or we start chiseling away terrain. I'll do the terraforming method and just chisel away the terrain. Chisel. Oh, push terrain, there we go. Push terrain, that should be another one. So we build that, right? Like that. Now, I don't... Of course, this does leave this part right here that needs to be smoothed out. I can definitely do that. Smoothing out this section a little bit, try to make it neat, nice and neat. Like that, there we go. That sets up that part, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So I'm gonna do the 30, so I'm gonna do the entrance here, exit here method. Same way I did it last. And then we're gonna do the whole thing. It's gonna go under, I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, it's gonna go under. I have to do this. Go all the way around like this, and then work my way down like that, and then connect like that. Perfect. Now for the other path, we're gonna do the not what I wanted. If I ever wanted to do that, I would definitely be doing that in another episode. Probably not here, though. Yeah, like that. That should be a good sign. At least this is not Roller Coaster Tycoon World, where the path was already fixed and laid out for you like that. It's a different kind of freeform compared to that. I mean, Roller Coaster Tycoon World is shit anyways. We forget about that game anyways. So now we're gonna go all the way back to the hotel section, and this one's gonna be a little different. This one is gonna have a different tactic. We're gonna have it go under the have the queue path and exit path go under the hotel. That's station 33, right? Yep, station 33. So entrance gonna go on here, and then we're gonna put the exit on the very same side, only because those paths are gonna be that way. So connect entrance to path. We do this, this, and I'm gonna do a little sneaky method. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with all these lights in the way. But I'm pretty sure I can handle it. That's that entrance done. Now how about the exit path? We do this again. But should I try the red carpet method for this one? Or maybe I'll just go this way instead. I think the path we've been using is more than enough. I mean, I do want to, as well, try a Planet Coaster series on Twitch as well. But even then, that's going to take a while. So I think it might make a lot more sense if I just tackle the YouTube series first before moving on to Twitch. Because like I said many episodes ago, and many other videos before, I'm still in the transition from YouTube over to Twitch. And Planet Coaster is, of course, one of the last games I'm playing here on the channel before this channel goes a little dormant or changes focus a little bit. We'll see how that goes, but until then, enjoy it while it lasts. And while I was building these paths, more of my staff quits. I'm gonna have to go in and rework my staff as well while I'm here, given all my staff is probably gone and busted. But nonetheless, that's done. Let's go back to the last station that we haven't finished, Station 34, which is the exact same area as the main park itself. Which, actually, I want to start building the, Which, actually, I want to look into building this section over here, if we think about it very carefully. So if we did the blue cube path first before, like here, and then we went down like this, worked our way down like that. That's then gonna connect very nicely to the path like that. And then what I'm gonna do to cross over, because I actually built... Oh no, I didn't want that. I wanted this. Because I actually built the exit path on the opposite side of the entrance. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross over like this. And then start building down, like here. Or I could do this. Like that. How is it obstructed? Is it too close to the... It's probably too close. I could go like that instead, and then, yes, that would work. So now I can connect it up like this. There we go. See, now that's wonders for you. That is absolute wonders. I mean, that would have been built better. But again, it's a work in progress. Oh, you know what I can do, though? I can just make the shortcut process, like, go like this, and then try to work my way around like that instead. But even then, that's gonna create problems. I'll go ahead and do it like this. There we go. Curve it up like this, and then connect it up like that. That's how we should do it. That's how we should do it. Not like the, not like how you would normally see the square paths in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. That's not how it's done. I'm used to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I loved I loved that aspect of RCT3. I'm just not used to this part yet, so don't mind me. You can probably see my terrible pathing skills as I went. So now that that's done, there's just one more thing I have to do with this thing, and that is to test. So, let's see it. Also, I intend to go from seat number 3, make it face forward, because that's how we're going to do things. Let's enjoy ourselves on this first track down through the park, at least the back end of it. Starting from all the way over here. Oh my god, I didn't even realize how much structure we have to close up there. I'm pretty sure if I upload this to the workshop, you guys can probably fix it. And if I do upload it to the workshop, I am going to give proper credit to the people I've collected stuff from over the course of this series. Like, for example, the jungle road that this thing is passing by, I did find on the workshop. I also found a statue on the workshop, as well as some other materials, but other than that, this is mostly just vanilla, with a couple expansion packs as time went on. I know this light rail actually came from the, the Magnificent Rides expansion pack? Yeah, that one. Now I'm curious. There was also a section of track within this particular area itself that enabled you to pause the track at a certain point for a couple of seconds to let peeps see the sights. But I don't know how that would work with this particular track as it is, the way I built it. How would you guys put that together? And if so, would it work for you? How long would the pause be? Please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear it. I would love to see it. And if I get any ideas out of that, I might consider implementing it into this light rail. Hang on, I thought... Okay, so it's easy for me to remember that this particular type of coaster doesn't necessarily like coaster cam as much, or yeah, the ride the coaster type deal. So it's probably safer than sorry for me to just not do the whole coaster cam thing with Polarity, the light rail system, until probably Frontier goes back and fixes it. But it's very unlikely given they're focused on Planet Zoo right now. So yeah, expecting a lot of bugs after a dev team moved on to another game. It's kind of awkward as fuck. But again, we're actually prepped for this anyway. So what I'm gonna do now, let's go to operations. Number of cars 4, number of trains 2, 3, 4. Is that 1 per station? That's 1. There's 2 at the left, 3 on the right. And there's 4. Perfect. I would love for this whole thing to go full ham and just go fast, but 10 miles an hour, that's a bit slow for the distance it has to take. Why not go... How fast can it go? 20. It can go 20, okay. So let's see if 20 miles an hour does a full test. I'm gonna cycle through all four trams this time around and see how that works. And I will catch you guys when that's done. And we are back. Guys, that was a decent test. Hopefully the ratings actually go, like, to a good point. No, it's the same. It's the same. Doesn't matter how fast it's going, so long as it's actually working properly. And I think with this, we have ourselves a fairly decent tram system in place. I don't know if there's any parks that actually use it on the workshop that I could probably look into on spare time. But that doesn't matter because I am actually using this. Then again, I did give you guys an idea of whether I should pause on this moment to give peeps a extended view of the kitty section, or I could probably hit the pause button elsewhere in this little area. What would you guys think? What would you guys say to that? Please let me know down in the comments. But other than that, we're just going to open this as is. Step right in, guys. The light rail system is officially open. And I actually have a name for this, given the proximity to the hotel. We're gonna go Hotel Shuttle. It's kind of a shuttle system as it is anyway, so basically we're just shuttling it from the hotel to much of the park as it is. I mean, I'm missing much of the park as it is anyway, but given that one of the stations for the tram system is actually near one of the stations for the monorail, it works out in their favor anyways. It should work out. With that, that will do it for today's episode of Planet Coaster. We still have a lot of room to look out for, but not enough room completely within the park. We still have this open section that we just created from reducing the lake, which can easily go under the monorail if we decide to build a coaster there. Another coaster we could probably build is all the way back here with the tram system in place, but ultimately we'd have to go through the jungle passage for that, so that's kind of a big meh in this context. But other than that, I think we have ourselves a close to finished amusement park that can easily appeal to both guests and builders alike. At least, to the person on my level. So yeah, next time we see each other, I'm hopefully gonna get someone on to build this section of... to have them control my next coaster. We'll see about that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe with the notification bell, share this video with your friends. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time.